Welcome back, CNG 132 Monday of week 5. Had a few emails come in about tests, test 1 and retaking the test. Um, don't worry about retaking it. It doesn't matter if you have a 0 on it. Um, it doesn't matter if you opened it and did bad the first time. It does kind of matter. But there is ways to fix this. I know, looking at the scores, some people probably even want to improve their scores. That's why we go into the syllabus. That's why we go into Kaplan, and to make sure you have Kaplan, uh, required Kaplan. Yeah, there we go. 180-day access to the SYO 501 security test. So throughout this course, you should already have Kaplan and be rehearsing Kaplan, so that you are ready to go. There we go. And that should log me in. Access. Oh, okay. So I don't have the security one anymore. Actually, I should probably email these people to get access to all of them again. October, and next year. The security one would be the SYO 501. And I don't know, let's hop into A+. Um, so here we have kind of what the standard layout looks like. You have a getting started. In the center, you have practice, and then you have some study tools. We will want to start to focus on the SYO 501 exam simulation. If you click that, I'll bring you to this next quiz home screen. You can choose a quick quiz, custom quiz, access offline. I would just click the quick quiz. Therefore, you start a quiz that is 90 questions. Yeah, 90 questions, and you're given a time of an hour and a half to complete it. And it'll walk you through many of the Security Plus um, questions, or questions that should prepare you for the Security Plus. I had a student come back to me one time and say the questions from Kaplan are not exactly the questions that are on the Security Plus test exactly. Um, if the questions in Kaplan were they identical to the Security Plus questions, the Security Plus certification would have um, no clout, no industry clout, because basically you could just go and pay your $54 and rehearse questions, not really understand the information, go take your Security Plus certification, be certified, and have a certification that you really don't understand or have grasp of the information. So once again, you should already have that. Make sure you start practicing that Kaplan. You know, uh, once you get up to, where am I at? Right there. Once you get up to a 70 or better, and you can keep taking those over and over and over. Once you get up to a 70 or better, hop in this Kaplan submission. It's not going to look like that for me because I'm a teacher. Um, but take a picture of the screen. Make sure it has your name on it, or make sure it has something. I would suggest taking like a selfie with your score and submitting it here to boost those test grades up. It works for test 1, 2, 3, and 4. No matter what your grading is, if you get a score of 70 or better on that Kaplan submission, it'll bring those scores up to 100. So it doesn't matter if you got a bad grade. It doesn't matter if you have no grade. It doesn't even matter if you have like a 70, or even if you got like a 90 and you want perfect. You know, do that rehearsal, get that score, and turn that in, because that's a way to boost your grades. I think I said this on the first day, or maybe I didn't because we're kind of rushed. Uh, I'm not one to usually round grades up. I give you enough extra credit and ways to boost your score that you should be taking advantage of those items um, automatically. And I shouldn't say automatically. You should be taking advantage of those items. If you want an A, make sure you get a 90 or better. An 89.5 or point 0.4, I don't have to round up, and I usually don't round up. I leave that up to you to jump into the extra credit discussions and leave. I have seen one person, yeah, William Kelly did one thing. There should have been um, a whole bunch in there. Saying, hey, look, this is social engineering at its finest. There's 24 of us in the class. Um, there should be 24 people hopping in there and doing that extra credit amount. Going to content for this week. Week 5, we are looking at network. I think this is networking devices and attacks. We're going to be looking at ways. No. I don't want to do this. And I love that guy, how he gives you an introduction on the chapters. Networking and server attacks. Okay. Networking hardware is a few chapters away. We look at DOS attacks, DOS attacks, DDoS attacks, web server attacks, cross-site scripting, browser hijacking. This one's a very prominent still attack that is going on, where you may think you're going to the correct website, but it's actually taking you to a different website when you type in a name. Advertising attacks. When you start to look at something on the Facebook, I shouldn't say the Facebook. Well, I guess it could happen on Facebook. When you click on something on Facebook that says Oakley.com, but it's really not Oakley.com, it takes you somewhere else. That is another type of attack. Buffer overflow attacks, where the size of a particular program is too much in RAM. Therefore, what is left over is actually written into your hard drive and then is launched from there. Browser vulnerabilities. There should be like ARP poisoning, some DNS poisoning mentioned in this one, and interception, basically close to very similar to man-in-the-middle attacks as we get going with that. A good week to read and get back. Make sure pretty sure I put a note in here. Yes, make sure you're looking at assignments and feedback. I always tell you ways to get points back. Once again, I'm not usually I'm not the guy that rounds up your grade at the end of the semester. I give you enough feedback, enough chances for you to improve your grade that I expect you to put forth the effort and get the grade you want. Once again, even if you got a poor test score or missed the test or forgot about the test or you got a 70 and want an 80, feel free to hop on that. I see from my last semester's post, I was looking at threat maps. I'll put a link for threat maps for this week. I think we'll look at DDoS ones. That makes sense. I was looking at DDoS ones. I'll put a link to a threat map on the home page. So you guys I'll put the top 10 links. So you guys have a look at what exactly is going on and just how prevalent server attacks are in today's day and age. If you have any questions, reach out and email me. But have a good week. Make sure to look at those feedbacks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.